Miracle of miracles, DW has lost her voice. Better late than ever, God. Arthur takes advantage of the moment by telling her off directly to her face. He dreams of a utopia in which DW never speaks again. A dream the brain says could become a reality.
It could be more than a few days, Arthur. People can inexplicably lose their vocal facility for months. Years even.
Don't you do that! Don't you give me false hope like that! Francine tells Arthur he's being too mean, which is like the pot calling the kettle a bitch. Arthur learns DW will be sick in bed for several days. His jubilee is short-lived, however, once his mom makes him DW's slave. Over the next 4 days, DW becomes an outright tyrant, forcing Arthur to fulfill her every request, while Mrs. Reed does jack shit. One afternoon, Arthur discovers DW has been faking her laryngitis the whole time.
Now you have to go to the hospital and get 600 stitches.
What a dick. Mrs. Reed somehow doesn't understand why DW would pretend to be sick when she gets to have everything she wants and has Arthur as her own personal bitch boy. Arthur tries to catch her in the act with a hidden camera.
I'm scared to close my eyes. I'm scared to open them. I'm gonna die out here.
Francine has no sympathy for Arthur, until she sees just how whipped he is by his baby sister. Francine decides to intervene, as Arthur is only allowed to be her cuck. Arthur and crew gaslight DW into thinking she's gone deaf, causing her to break her vow of silence. Mrs. Reed is now wise to DW's scheme, though once again, we never see her get punished. Arthur is relieved DW can talk again, until he realizes DW can talk again. And despite appearing at the start of the episode, Mr. Reed is nowhere to be found, because as soon as DW got sick, he probably left to go fuck Mr. Ratburn. The dude married an aardvark who's also a chef. Ratburn definitely has a type, or at least a cooking fetish. Let's review. DW exploited her illness to get everything she wanted. After she got better, she continued to scam her family out of house and home for a whole week. When Arthur caught on to her scheme, DW used her mother's blind trust to gaslight Arthur into being her own cuck berry. And even after her scheme was exposed, she went right back to torturing Arthur with her whiny, ear-bleeding voice. And if you think I'm being too mean to the voice actor for DW, just keep in mind that of the 8 kids who voiced DW, every single one of them were boys. Merry Christmas, and FUDW. Next time on FUDW.
I will not fall asleep. I will not fall asleep.